Hey friends, Maya here from MaiStoryBook, and welcome back to MaiStoryBook special Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month reading event, where every weekday this month I will be sharing a new interactive read aloud featuring a book with Asian characters or a book that was created by Asian authors and illustrators. If you are interested to see what we've already read or what we will be reading next, you can find the full read aloud lineup on my blog, MaiStoryBook.com, by clicking on that link down below in the description, or you can subscribe to MaiStoryBook YouTube channel and follow along with our Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage playlist, where you'll see the full list of read aloud videos to go on all of our reading adventures. Otherwise, my friends, let's take a look at today's featured story. We have The Cambodian Dancer. So this is actually based on a true story. This is going to be a biography about Sophie, a Cambodian dancer, and we're going to learn about her life, her dancing. If you like to dance, my friends, can you give me a little dance move? Go ahead and give me a little dance. Oh, wow, look at you. So we have a story about a girl who grew up in Cambodia dancing, and then there was something awful that happened called the Khmer Rouge, where these men took over Cambodia, and at that time they banned all education, arts, and culture, and a lot of people had to escape Cambodia. Sophie was one of them. She went to a refugee camp in Thailand. A refugee camp is a place where people go when they are escaping and leaving their home because of war or trying to find a safer place to live. Now, after Sophie is in the refugee camp, she makes her way to America. She resettles, finds a new home in America, and there she starts to dance again, and she finds her passion for dancing and decides to teach other children how to be a Cambodian dancer as well. So this is a story of bravery, of dancing, of art, of culture, of hope, my friends. Let's go ahead and start reading all about Sophie and her gift of hope. If you're ready, give me a double thumbs up. Excellent. Let's begin. So the title of today's interactive read aloud is The Cambodian Dancer, Sophie's Gift of Hope, written by Daryn Reicherter and illustrated by Christy Hale. So remember, the author is the person who writes all the words, and the illustrator does what in the story? Draws all the pictures. And this book, my friends, is published by Tuttle Publishing. So big thank you to them for letting us share this story together today. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the cover. What do you see going on here? I see these dancers, and since it's called the Cambodian Dancer, I'm thinking that they're dancing in the style of Cambodia, a Cambodian dancing style, and see how they use their hands like this, their leg is lifted up. My friends, can you try to hold that pose? So pose is how you hold your body, so it looks like the hands are up in the air, their fingers are out to the side, maybe try to stand on one leg like they are. In this book, you'll hear and see that Sophie's going to try to teach some friends how to dance, so maybe you can try to follow along and dance along. All right? Well, let's go ahead and get started. So here's our title page. It has the title of our book, The Cambodian Dancer, our author and illustrator, and down here, our publisher, Tuttle Publishing. And this must be Sophie, I'm thinking. And again, look at, you can try to copy her pose. Her arms are, one is up and one is down in the middle. One leg is kicked back again if you want to try that out. Sophie was a dancer in Cambodia. She learned the ancient ways of dancing handed down from generation to generation. So she's learning this special dance that people from long ago in Cambodia also learned to dance like. So notice again, they dance a lot with their hands. And if I see the background here, I can see maybe a temple in the background, some trees. She learned how to move her hands and arms. Oh, try that, my friends. Hands and arms like her. She learned how to look like the stone reliefs on the walls of the temple. So these stone carvings in the temple, she tries to look just like them. My friends, if you can see those stone reliefs, can you try to stand like them? Just how Sophie is trying to stand like them. These stones were carved long ago, so Sophie is learning this dance from a long time ago, right? An ancient traditional dance. Ancient means from a long time ago. The dance gave her energy. Dancing does give me energy too, my friends. Go ahead and give me a little dance of energy. Wonderful energy dance. And when Sophie grew up, she taught the dance to little girls. Oh, So now she's a teacher teaching others to dance. She's showing them how to do their legs, their hands, my friends. If you would like to, go ahead and get up and try. Can you try to dance and stand like this? Maybe you need Sophanie as a teacher. She taught them how to move their hands. She taught them where to put their feet. And she even taught them how to tilt their heads. Oh, looks like you have to tilt your head to this side. My friend, can you try to tilt your head like this little girl? So Cambodian dancing, you use your hands, put your feet in special places too, and tilt the head. And the dance gave the little girls energy too. Energy, what kind of feeling do you think they have while they are dancing? How do they feel? Probably really happy, right? Full of energy, it says. It's always fun to move your body like this. Ooh, what do you notice they're holding? Sophanie was one of the best dancers. She danced for huge crowds of people. She even danced before the king of Cambodia. She must be so good dancing before the king. Wow, and look at what she's wearing. What do you notice about what the girls are wearing? Right, looks like she's wearing some traditional clothing. She has a headpiece on, this cloth skirt over here. Beautiful outfit, huh? Oh my, this page does not look as happy as the others. If I take a look at these shadows here, what do these shadows look like to you? These look like weapons, some men with weapons. Uh-oh. But then something terrible happened. Bad men took over the land. They were called the Khmer Rouge. They destroyed the land and its people. They took away Sophonie's dance and even destroyed the reliefs on the walls of the temple. And if I look at these stones, oh, look at the faces on the stones. How are the stones feeling? They're showing fear, right? Fear of these men who destroyed the country. They took away dance. Sophanie wasn't even allowed to dance anymore. They're destroying the buildings and the temples. What do you think is going to happen to Sophanie? I hope she stays safe. Those who are left behind became as shadow puppets, secret and saddened. The happiness of the dance was taken from them. The energy of the dance was gone. So it seems like people weren't allowed to dance anymore, and those who did had to dance in secret, and they weren't as happy anymore, right? Their country was destroyed, their dance, their culture, their families. If I take a look at these shadow puppets, you can see their faces. How do the shadow puppets feel? What is their feeling? They all look very sad, right? Sad to be in the shadows. Their happiness and energy gone. Lost and alone, Sophanie was left with nothing but her shadow. The Khmer Rouge had turned Cambodia into a shadowland. Sophanie was forced to move away. So here's Sophanie, and I noticed that the illustrator drew her like a shadow puppet, right? Cambodia was a shadowland. They took over this beautiful country. Look how everything is sad, even the buildings. And a lot of people had to leave to find a safer place to live somewhere else. Many years later, on the other side of the world, Sophanie tried to help heal the wounds left by the Khmer Rouge. Even though she had escaped to a free land, she felt as if she were still a shadow. So Sophanie left Cambodia and is now somewhere else living where it's free. There's nobody taking over and turning it into a shadowland. But notice the illustrations are still shadows of people, right? She still feels that pain and fear from her home. When she saw that the Cambodian children growing up in America did not know the dance of her lost home, she was sad. It was as if the children were growing up as shadows too. So it sounds like she's in America, and even the Cambodian children in America don't know about the traditional dance. What do you think Sophanie might do about that? Maybe she'll teach them. So she remembered the dance that she was forced into hiding. She remembered how to move her hands and arms. She remembered how to look like the stone reliefs on the walls of the temples. Dancing again made her feel happy and strong. The energy of the dance shone light onto the shadows. So now how is she feeling while she dances? It's like she's feeling happier, right? It looks like dancing now is bringing back light into the shadow she's feeling. She's practicing this dance that she was forced to hide when she was in Cambodia. Now she's in America, and if I look at the background, the setting, do any of you recognize this bridge? Looks like the Golden Gate Bridge, maybe in San Francisco, in California. Oh, and now what is going on? What is Sophanie doing here? Looks like she's teaching Cambodian dance again. Sophanie created a school to teach the dance to the next generation of Cambodian girls. She taught them how to move their hands. She taught them where to put their feet. And she even taught them how to tilt their heads. All right, friends. So instead of staying sad, Sophanie decided to teach the new generation, the next Cambodian girls, the younger ones, how to dance. Move their hands, put their feet, tilt their head. And notice what they're wearing, my friends. It looks like this is their traditional clothing, a shirt with this cloth skirt wrapped around. And the dance gave the little girls energy. The dance gave Sophanie energy too. Watching the girls, Sophanie smiled. Now the shadows are gone, and now there is dance again. So dance brought happiness back to Sophanie, her special Cambodian dance. My friends, can you go ahead? You try again. Try to dance like them. Try to stand like them. Put your arms out to the side. Your leg is kicked back. Maybe tilt your head a little bit. And if you want, then you can move around. Let's see your energy dance one last time for the end, when all the energy and light is back in Sophanie's life. Beautiful dancing, my friends. The end. And here, this is really special. So this is the story we just read, except if you noticed, the words are written in different characters. They don't use the same letters we use. This is written in the Cambodian language Khmer. So if someone was Cambodian and they spoke Khmer and could read it, they could read the story in their own language. So this is what we just read, but in a different language. All right, my friends. So this just tells us a little bit more about the true story of Sophanie. If you want to pause and go ahead and read it, you can. Otherwise, we are going to finish our story. Wow, my friends, what a story of hope, of bravery, of dance, of energy. What was your favorite part of this story? Yes, I loved how Sophanie taught the girls how to dance, how even though she was filled with shadows and sadness for having to leave her home and be forced to hide her dance, she found the courage again to start dancing, and the dancing gave her energy, and she shared that energy and light with the other girls in America, the other Cambodian girls. Now remember, this is a true story. Sophanie was actually a Cambodian dancer who lived in Cambodia. She experienced the Khmer Rouge, that frightful time with those men who took over, and moved to America and then started a dancing school for Cambodian girls there. So my friends, if there is something that you are really passionate about and you love doing, you could maybe grow up and teach others how to do it too. Is there something you really love to do that you think you could teach others how to do it too? Wow, you would be an excellent teacher, my friend. All right, well, that brings us to the end of this story. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, my friends, and you would like to keep up with our other reading adventures, please be sure to subscribe to MaiStoryBook YouTube channel by clicking on that subscribe button and giving this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, my friends, if you'd like to share with me your own dances that give you energy, please reach out to me. I love to hear from you. You can find me here on YouTube, on the blog, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. All those social media links can be found there down below. Please reach out and connect with me in my storybook. All right, so that brings us to the end of today's interactive Read Aloud. I hope you join us for the next Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month reading adventure. But until then, my friends, happy reading!